Episode 17. Yue Zhongmian had now taken up the position at 11 o'clock, originally occupied by Lord Grimm, with Lord Grimm's shadow clone standing right beside him. At this moment, Yue Zhongmian felt deeply embarrassed. He almost wished Lord Grimm had just cursed him out on the spot. Yet this guy said nothing, just precisely shoved the boss right back. Yue Zhongmian knew exactly what to do. A double stab, and the giant spider was kicked away once more. Yue Zhongmian braced himself for the team's criticism, but all he heard were gasps of surprise.
It's bleeding?
It's not a person bleeding, it's the spider boss. This bleeding effect isn't something a random ordinary attack can trigger. It requires either a weapon with a specific property, or a skill with that built-in effect. No one's weapon had that effect, but the skill that caused it was still in play. Double stab, the battle mage's double stab, however its bleeding effect is a hidden one. It's not triggered by chance, but must be executed by the player. The method is to make both strikes of the double stab land on the exact same spot. Hitting the same spot doesn't just mean striking the arm twice. It means if your first thrust pierces a hole, your second thrust must go right back into that exact same hole. Only after achieving this can the bleed effect have a chance to trigger. What's the probability? Since it's a hidden effect, there's no data to display. After testing, players generally agreed the chance was around 50%. That's a pretty high success rate, but only if you can pull off the move. This move is easy against a stationary target, but in the heat of a real fight, you need sharp eyes and a steady hand. In Glory, many of these hidden skill effects can only be triggered through masterful execution. If an average player had triggered bleed with a double stab, Tianqi and the others would have chalked it up to luck. But when Ye Shu pulled it off with Lord Grimm, they unanimously chalked it up to skill. They were now completely and utterly convinced by Ye Shu's skill. And it's not just his mechanics, his control of the boss, the coordinated takedown, the team leadership, it's all seamless. This guy isn't just a top-tier player, he's the cream of the crop. Tianqi was already feeling a bit embarrassed about trying to recruit Ye Shu. Their Moonlit Wheel Guild was nothing special in Glory, ranking outside the top 50 in the Heavenly Domain. They didn't hold a single dungeon record. Such an ordinary guild, Tianqi felt it was unworthy of his skill. Whether the others were having the same thoughts as Tianqi or not, they all just attacked in silence. Minor slip-ups were inevitable, but Ye Shu was always quick to call them out, preventing any major disasters. The first boss was taken down without major incident. It dropped a blue item, but as low-level gear, no one really cared. It would be obsolete in no time. However, the others unanimously insisted Lord Grimm take it. Yue Zhongmian didn't say a word, but he silently chose to pass. Ye Shu took a look. It was just a level 10 blue-tier belt, better than nothing. Since everyone else had passed, he didn't stand on ceremony. He casually picked it up, equipped it, and pressed on. The second boss was a ranged attacker that used earth webs. The annoying part was how it would stick its webs to the blood walls, leaping and flying around like it was trying to be Spider-Man. Under Ye Shu's command, the 5 of them finally cornered the thing. This time, it wasn't about playing pool. Instead, they took turns using skills with stun effects. Under Ye Shu's coordination, they kept the second boss stun-locked until it died, without ever spitting another web. Their reverence for Ye Shu deepened another notch. He was their main tank, their primary DPS, their occasional healer, and now, their master tactician calling every shot. The 4 of them were beyond words, their reverence reaching new heights of awe. The Spider Cave's big boss, the Spider King, is another major hurdle in this dungeon. This monster combines the special abilities of the 2 smaller spider bosses. It can spit webs and spew poison. Its 8 legs are covered in coarse hair, and its belly is ringed with patterned bands. Its bulk, even larger than the 2 mini-bosses, made it utterly repulsive. Facing this final boss, Tianqi and the others weren't nervous at all. They knew that under Lord Grimm's command, dealing with this 2-in-1 monster wouldn't be a problem. Just as they'd expected, it was a close call, but they pulled through. This 2-in-1 Spider King was nothing more than a fatter, more durable version of the first 2 bosses. Ye Shu directed the 4 of them to control the situation, and they smoothly took it down first clear. The system announcement now prominently displayed the names of the 5, Yue Zhongmian, Tianqi, Mu Yunshen, Qiansheng Li, and Lord Grimm, the first to clear Spider Cave on the 10th server. Tian Chi and the other three went from shock to ecstasy. Their leveling pace wasn't slow, but they'd never imagined they'd actually secure the first clear for Spider Cave. We owe this all to Lord Grimm. Without a master like him, it wouldn't have gone so smoothly.
Damn!
Meanwhile, in a spider cave of a certain newbie village, the 5 players who saw the system announcement all cried out in unison. Before them, the final boss, the Spider King, was down to its last sliver of health. They could finish it off in under 10 seconds. But now, they lost in those very 10 seconds. Regret. Frustrated, the 5 of them imagined countless ways they could have made up those 10 seconds, but in the end, they could only accept reality. They were full of grand ambition, ready to have their guild secure the first clear for every dungeon in the 10th server. Yet, they'd only just reached the second dungeon, and the first clear had already been snatched away by someone else. 10 seconds. We lost by just 10 seconds.
Is this Lord Grimm, the same guy who got the first clear on the Nightfang Cat?
The Spider King had fallen, and the 5 of them had cleared the dungeon, yet there was no joy to be found.
It looks like him. Who is this guy? He's been on the system announcements twice now. Blue River, just like you.
This Blue River was, of course, the same player as Lord Grimm, having twice made the system announcements. He's no small fry. He belongs to Blue Brook Guild, one of Glory's top 3 guilds. In the Heavenly Domain, his Blade Master character, Blue River Spring Snow, is ranked among the guild's 5 elite players. But veteran players all knew that top guilds like Blue Brook Pavilion had professional club backing. The 5 great experts aren't even their peak. The real top-tier power lies with the professional players from the club's team. Behind Blue Brook Guild stands the Blue Rain Club's professional team. Their top ace is Huang Shaotian, whose account is Night Rain, a blade master. In the Glory community, he's hailed as the Sword Saint, a figure on par with the battle god, One Autumn Leaf.